So let us take few more questions, MCQ questions in software engineering. So today's topic is function oriented software design. So the first question would be, choose the options that does not define function oriented software design. Which are the option, or which is the option that does not define the function oriented software design? Can you answer this? It consists of module definitions. Module represent data abstraction. Modules support function abstraction. The answer is B. Module represent data abstraction, because this defines, module represent data abstraction defines object oriented design. The next one is, which of the following is a complementary approach to function oriented approach? Complementary to function oriented approach, which one of this is? The answer is D, which is object oriented analysis, OOD and OOA. So OOA and OOD both are the complementary approach to function oriented approach. Complementary approach to this one. Function oriented design technique starts from functional requirements specified in SDD, SRS, none of the mentioned. The answer is SRS, software requirement specification. So function oriented design technique starts with function requirement which are specified in SRS. Now the next is, the structured analysis is based on the principle of. Structured analysis is based on the principle of. Can you answer this? Answer is D, because structured analysis is based on top-down decomposition approach, divide and conquer principle, and also the graphical representation of results using these DFDs. Next is, which of the following are true with respect to functions? Can you answer any of these? Which of the following is, or because with respect to functions we have to answer? The answer is D, because a function such as search book is represented using a circle first of all. Then function represents some activity because it takes some input and will give some output. And also this function symbol is known as process symbol or a bubble in a DFD. Next is, which of the following is not a use of case tool? Not a use of case tool. Supports structured analysis and design, or maintains the data dictionary, checks whether DFD are balanced or not, it complies with the available system. Which of the following is not a use of case tools? Obviously the answer is D. It complies with the available system, while the support of structured analysis and structured design, SASD, maintaining the data dictionary and checking whether DFDs are balanced or not, these are the task of case tool. So it takes long time to establish the system in order to comply with the available system. Okay, this is why this is not the use of case tool. Next is, what DFD notation is represented by the rectangle? Which one of this is, or this kind of rectangle? The answer is data store. It is actually this one, data store. Next is, structural decomposition is concerned with function calls. Structural decomposition is concerned with function calls. The answer is yes. It is true, because structural decomposition is concerned with developing a model of the design which shows the dynamic structure. Next, a function oriented design focuses on the entities in the system rather than the data processing activities. Focus on the entities rather than data processing activity. The answer is false, because it is an object oriented design which focus on entities, not function oriented design which actually focus more on data processing activities. Next is, in DFDs, user interaction with the system is denoted by. User interaction with the system is denoted by which one of this? Circle, arrow, rectangle, or triangle? The answer is circle. This is the user interaction. Okay. Next is the next topic is dependability and security assurance. dependability and security assurance. So the first question is static analysis. Static analysis involves executing a program. Is it true or false? The answer is false, because static analysis technique are system verification techniques that don't involve executing a program. Because dynamic analysis, that means you have to execute a program, while in static analysis there is no need to actually execute the program. Next is, which of the following is a technique covered in static analysis? Formal verification, model checking, automated program analysis, all of them mentioned. So the answer will be D, all of these: formal verification, model checking, automated program design, program analysis, all these. Next is, select the disadvantage of using formal methods. Disadvantage of formal methods. Can you answer any of this? Because it's very difficult to actually formalize this thing. The mathematics involved, the formal mathematics is quite heavy. So the answer is C, because they require the use of specialized notations that cannot be understood by the domain experts. That can only be understood by domain experts also. Because once you are making a formal method, you want that it should be understood to the stakeholders, not only one person who has made it. That is why it is quite difficult. Next is, which of the following is incorrect with respect to model checking? Which of the following is incorrect with respect to model checking? See, 3 of them are there, and the answer is B. Model checking is computationally very expensive. That is why the incorrect, because model checking is very, very expensive. This is inexpensive actually. So model checking is so expensive, that is why it is only practical to use it in the verification of small or medium sized critical system. You cannot use model checking for a large system. Next is, choose the fault class in which the following automated static analysis check would fall. Variables declared but never used, control fault, data fault, input output fault, or interface fault. In which this, if you are employing this static analysis, in which of these fault classes variable declared but not used will be falling? The answer is data fault, because it is related to data. Variable is a data. The answer is self-explanatory. Next is, choose the fault class in which the following automated static analysis check would fall. Unreachable code. Unreachable code. Okay. So what is the answer? The answer is A, control faults. Because control goes from one point to another, and if it is not reaching at all at some code, we say unreachable code. Now the next question is, choose the fault class in which the following automated static analysis would fall. Non-usage of results of functions. Non-usage of the results of function. Will it be this or this? The answer is D. It will be interface faults. Non-usage of results of functions. Next is, static analysis is now routinely used in the development of many safety and security critical systems. Static analysis is now routinely. The answer is true, because static analyzer or static analysis is going to discover areas of vulnerability such as your buffer overflows, unchecked inputs. So most of the problems will be gathered and presented to the user in the static analysis only. Next is, which level of static analysis allows specific rules that apply to a program to be checked? Which level of static analysis allows specific rules that apply to a program to be checked? The answer is, which of the answers do you choose? The answer is user-defined error checking. Because users of programming language, they define error patterns. They thus extend the types of error that can be detected. Next is, choose the fault class in which the following automatic static analysis check would fall. That is pointer arithmetic. Which would be the answer? Pointer arithmetic. Storage management faults, data faults, or input output fault, or interface fault. The answer is A. It will be storage management faults. Now we come to the other topic of today, that is security engineering. The first question is, which of the following is a layer of protection for security? Platform level, application level, record level, protection of security? The answer is all of them mentioned. It is platform level, application level, and record level protection. Okay. Next is security engineering. Engineering is only concerned with maintenance of systems such that they can resist malicious attack. Is it true? Security engineering is only concerned with the maintenance of systems which such that they can resist malicious attack. The answer is false, because security engineering is concerned with maintenance as well as the development of such system. Right? Maintenance is true, but also the development is also a part. Next is, what are security controls? What are security controls? Can you tell me the answer? Which one of this is what are security controls? The answer is D, because controls that are intended to ensure the attacks are unsuccessful. These are security controls. Controls that are intended to detect and repel the attacks. Control that are intended to support recovery from problems. Okay, all the options define a security control property. Now the next one is, controls that are intended to repel attacks is analogous to dash in dependability engineering. Which are intended to repel. Is it avoidance or tolerance? The answer is tolerance, because here the system is designed so that the faults in the delivered system do not result in system failure. Okay. Next one, controls that are intended to ensure that attacks are unsuccessful is analogous to dash in dependability engineering. Controls that are intended to ensure that attacks are unsuccessful. Which one of this is? Answer is A, fault avoidance. Because in fault avoidance, the system is developed in such a way that human error is avoided and the system faults are minimized. Fault avoidance. 6. What is the life cycle risk assessment? Risk assessment after the system, and this is assessment while the system is being developed. The answer is both of them. Risk assessment while and after the system is being developed, or after the system has been developed or deployed. Next is, a system resource that has a value and has to be protected is known as, a system resource that has a value and has to be protected is known as, the answer is asset. An impersonation of an authorized user in an example of security threat. It is an example of security threat? No, it is a security attack, not threat. The impersonation of authorized user, it is a security attack actually. Next is, the records of each patient that is receiving or has received treatment resembles which security concept? Receiving or have received the treatment? The answer is again asset, because asset is a system resource that has a value and has to be protected. Next, circumstances that have potential to cause loss or harm is known as, the answer is B, because it is threat. Okay. Circumstances, threats that have potential to cause loss or harm. So these were a few questions on software engineering, and we'll be covering more in the later session. Thank you so much.